Hello everyone, welcome to my channel B&B CBS Gossip 24. Luna suddenly runs upon her birth mother while incarcerated. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Luna Nozawa studies a new dress form but her mind is far away. Steffi's reflection appears in the glass door. Steffi. You're not even looking at the hemline. Luna. Sorry. Just thinking. Steffi. About redemption? Because I might have one ready-made. Hans Herrefolder. A Forrester Foundation outreach program, fashion therapy workshops at the LA Women's Rehabilitation Center. One afternoon a week. Volunteers design with inmates preparing for release. Luna. You want me to go into a prison? Steffi. I want you to see that second chances exist. You're talented, Luna. But trust is something you rebuild stitch by stitch. Luna hesitates, then nods. Luna. Okay. One afternoon. Steffi's smile softens, part pride, part warning. Steffi. Good. Just remember, when you step through those gates, leave the Forrester name at the door. Metal detectors hum, fluorescent lights buzz. A correctional officer checks a clipboard. Luna clutches a clear tote of fabric swatches and sketch pads. Officer. First time? Luna. Does it show? Officer. Relax. They are women, not monsters. Keep your back close, keep your heart open. The door clanks open. Luna steps inside. Folding tables covered with bright fabric. A dozen women sit sewing, laughing softly. The contrast between concrete walls and color is startling. Luna circles the room, helping an older inmate thread a machine. Inmate number 1. You're the designer, here? Heard you're famous. Luna. Famous is generous. I'm still proving myself. Aren't we all? Luna smiles, then her attention catches on a woman in the far corner, working silently. Silver-streaked hair tied neatly, posture straight, eyes sharp behind reading glasses. Her name tag, Mara Lee. Something in Luna freezes. Luna. Mara Lee. Mara looks up briefly, meeting Luna's eyes, and the world seems to tilt. Mara. You dropped your scissors. Luna stoops to pick them up, hands shaking. Luna steps out, trying to steady her breathing. She flips through her volunteer folder. Under program participants, the last name jumps out. Mara Lee, inmate number 41352, sentence. 15 years, former Spencer Enterprises employee. Her pulse quickens. Luna. Spencer Enterprises? She looks back through the window. Mara is watching her, eyes calm, unreadable. Cut to black. The hum of sewing machines continues. Luna forces herself to return to the table, hiding her unease behind a polite smile. She places a stack of fabric squares near Mara, who works with precise, measured movements. Luna. That's beautiful stitching. You've done this before. Mara. Once upon a time. I used to tailor suits, before life tailored me. A faint, sardonic smile. Luna. What did you do before you came here, if you don't mind me asking? Mara. I don't mind. I worked in fashion, sort of. Assistant seamstress at Spencer Enterprises apparel division. Luna's throat tightens. Luna. That was years ago, right? Mara. A lifetime. Before the wrong favor for the wrong man cost me everything. Mara glances at Luna's hands, slender and trembling on the fabric. Mara. You've got designer hands. Who taught you to draw like that? Luna. No one. I just always knew how. Mara's gaze lingers, something flickering behind her calm mask. Mara. Maybe it runs in the blood. The line lands like a quiet thunderclap. Luna looks up sharply. The workshop has ended. The women file out under guard supervision. Luna lingers near the vending machines, still unsettled. Steffi calls on her phone. Luna. Hey. Everything went fine. No riots, no fashion emergencies. Steffi. That's good. I'm proud of you. Did you make any connections? Luna. Maybe one. I'll tell you later. She ends the call as a guard passes. Guard. Ms. Lee asked if she could speak to you again. Alone, before she's escorted back. You okay with that? Luna. Yeah. Sure. A small, quiet room, a metal table, 2 chairs, a faint hum of fluorescent light. Mara sits already, hands folded. Luna enters slowly. Mara. You came. Luna. You asked. Mara. You remind me of someone. Luna. People say that sometimes. Mara. Not like this. The tilt of your head. The way you hold your pencil. Luna sits, studying her across the table. Luna. You said you worked for Spencer. Did you ever know Bill Spencer? Mara's lips curve in a faint smile that doesn't reach her eyes. Mara. I knew the company, not the man. I left before he built his empire. But I knew Poppy Nozawa. Luna stiffens. Luna. That's my aunt. Mara. Is it? Beat. Silence stretches. Luna's pulse is a drumbeat. Luna. You knew my aunt, but you didn't say her name until I asked about my family. Mara. Because I wanted to be sure. Luna. Sure of what? Mara. That you were really her daughter. Luna stares. The world slides sideways. Luna. How could you possibly? Mara. Because before Poppy raised you, she had a sister. A sister who disappeared. Mara's voice trembles for the first time. Mara. Me. Luna's breath catches. Her chair scrapes back slightly. Luna. That's not possible. My mother. Mara. Your mother told you I was dead. That was easier than the truth. Luna. No. Mara, quietly. Look at me, Luna. Really look. Luna does. And something flickers. The same eyes, the same tilt of smile she's seen in the mirror since childhood. Luna, hoarse. Why now? Why tell me here? Mara. Because this is the only place I can't lie anymore. Camera close on Luna, tears welling, disbelief warring with recognition. Luna sits frozen across from Mara, the words still sinking in. Luna. You're saying you're my mother. Shakes head. No. My mother was Poppy Nozawa. Mara. Poppy raised you. She did what I couldn't. Luna. Couldn't, or wouldn't. Mara's calm mask cracks for the first time. Mara. I was barely more than a girl. I trusted the wrong people. By the time I realized what was happening, I was in too deep, smuggling counterfeit samples, hiding invoices for a designer who worked under Spencer. I took the fall so he wouldn't ruin your aunt. Luna. You went to prison for someone else? Mara. By the time the trial was over, I'd already given birth. The baby, you, went to Poppy before the sentence came down. Luna's breath trembles, the room blurs around her. Luna. You watched me grow up? Mara, quietly. From photographs. Poppy sent a few letters until the shame got too heavy for both of us. Luna. Why didn't you reach out when you got out? Mara. Because I never got out. I made parole once, then came back. Every time I tried to build a life, the system pulled me back in. She leans forward, voice softer, almost pleading. Mara, Sionteed. I didn't want you to see what prison did to me. Luna. You think finding out now is easier? Beat. Luna pushes back her chair, pacing the small room. Her reflection glints in the one-way mirror. Luna. Do you know what it's like growing up not knowing who you are? Wondering why every birthday card felt like an apology? Mara. Yes. Because I wrote some of them. Luna freezes, her hand flies to her mouth. Luna. You. Mara. The cards that said from an old friend? That was me. It was the only way Poppy would let me send them. Luna sits down again, tears pooling. She doesn't look at Mara, just stares at the table. Luna. You should have told me. Mara. And robbed you of a good life? Poppy gave you everything I couldn't. Safety, school, a name untainted by this place. Luna. But not the truth. Mara reaches out, stopping short of touching her hand. Mara. That's what I'm trying to give you now. Luna walks out of the visitation room like she's moving through fog. The officer nods at her. Officer. Everything all right, Ms. Nozawa? Luna. I don't know. She leans against the wall, fighting tears. A familiar voice calls from behind. Finn, who's just arrived for a foundation meeting with the prison's medical staff. Finn. Luna? I didn't know you were part of today's visit. He catches her expression, shaken, pale. Finn. Hey, what happened? Luna. I just met a woman named Mara Lee. She says she's my mother. Finn blinks, stunned. Finn. That's a lot to process. Luna. I don't know if I believe her. I want to, but what if it's another person trying to use the Forrester name? Finn. Or what if she's telling the truth, and that's why you feel it? Luna looks at him, searching. Luna. How do I know what's real anymore? Finn. Start by asking the questions you're afraid to ask. Truth has a way of surviving even here. He glances at the guard. Finn, Seonteed. Do you want me to go back in with you? Luna. No. I need to do this alone. Mara is alone again, folding the scrap fabric Luna left behind. The door opens. Luna re-enters slowly, calmer but determined. Luna. Tell me everything. No edits, no protective lies. Mara nods once. Mara. Your father was a junior executive at Spencer, ambitious, ruthless. When he learned I was pregnant, he made a deal with Poppy. She'd raise you, I'd disappear. It kept his reputation clean. Luna. Who was he? Mara hesitates, then whispers a name that makes Luna's knees almost give out. Mara. Deacon Sharp. Beat. Luna staggers back, shocked. Luna. That's impossible. Deacons. He's been part of my family's circle for years. Mara. Ask him if he remembers the seamstress who vanished after an accident at Spencer. She slides an old photo across the table, a faded image of a younger Mara beside a smiling Deacon. Camera close on Luna's trembling hands clutching the photo. Luna, whisper. Oh my God. Mara. Now you understand why I couldn't come back. Luna. You've been living with this secret for decades. Mara. And now it's yours. Luna stands, half in shock, half in defiance. Luna. If what you're saying is true, then everyone I love has been lying. Poppy, Deacon, maybe even Bill. Mara. Then stop believing in them and start believing in yourself. The guard knocks on the door. Guard. Time's up. Mara nods, her expression unreadable. Mara, quietly. We'll finish this next week, if you still want to see me. Luna hesitates, then. Luna. I'll be back. RJ studies fabric swatches, pretending to focus. Steffi enters, holding her phone. Steffi. Luna's not answering. She left the outreach hours ago. RJ, worried. She texted that she needed time to think. That's not like her. Steffi. Maybe the program stirred up something. You know how emotional those visits can be. RJ, snaps. She said she met someone, a prisoner named Mara Lee. Do you know her? Steffi, thinks. The name's familiar. Wait. There was a Mara Lee in one of Spencer's old HR files when I interned there. Beat, RJ's eyes widen. RJ. So she really did work for Spencer. Steffi. If that's the same person, Bill will know. Int. Spencer Publications. Bill's office, night. The skyline gleams through the window. Bill is mid-call when Steffi strides in. Bill. If you're here to lecture me about Luna again. Steffi. You had an employee named Mara Lee. 15, maybe 20 years ago. Bill frowns, genuinely surprised. Bill. Mara Lee? Seamstress. Quiet. Left after some scandal. Why? Steffi. She's in prison, and Luna met her today during the outreach. The woman claims to know Luna's family. Bill leans back, processing. Bill. That's interesting. Steffi. Interesting how? Bill. Because Mara Lee's name came up years ago, attached to a sealed court file. And if she's talking to Luna now. Steffi. You think she's manipulating her? Bill. I think she's not done with the Spencers. Bill stands, his expression sharpening into focus. Bill, Seonteed. Find RJ. Keep him close to Luna. I'll make some calls. Steffi. You're not her father, Bill. Bill smiles slightly. No. But I have a feeling whoever her father is, this hits close to home. Luna enters quietly, exhausted. RJ jumps up from the work table. RJ. Luna. Thank God. Where have you been? Luna, softly. Trying to remember who I am. She sits, clutching a photo, the old picture of Mara and Deacon. RJ. What's that? Luna. Proof. Or maybe a curse. She slides the photo across. RJ stays. RJ. That's Deacon. Luna. My mother. RJ. Wait, what? Luna. The woman I met today. She said her name was Mara Lee. She worked for Spencer, went to prison after taking the blame for a counterfeit operation. She told me Deacon Sharp was the man who abandoned her, and I'm the child she gave up. RJ sinks into the chair, stunned. RJ. Luna, you can't just believe a stranger. Luna. She knew things she couldn't have known. The lullaby my aunt used to sing, the nickname I had as a baby, Little Star. RJ. Deacon's never said anything. Luna. Maybe he doesn't know. Or maybe he's hiding it like everyone else. Her voice cracks. Luna, CNT'd. All my life, I've been someone's secret. RJ takes her hands. RJ. You're not a secret to me. She looks up at him, the raw honesty in his eyes softens her anger, but only slightly. Luna. I need to talk to Deacon. RJ. Then let me come with you. Luna. No. If he's lied all these years, I want to see his face when he realizes the truth found me. Bill's on the phone again, pacing. Bill. Yeah, dig deeper into that Spencer Apparel case from 15 years ago. Find the arresting officer, anyone who touched the file. He stops, listens, frowns. Bill, quietly. Deacon Sharp? Are you sure? Silence. Bill's eyes darken. Bill, CNT'd. No. Don't tell anyone else. I'll handle it. He hangs up, jaw tight. Bill, to himself. So the ghosts of Spencer past are coming for us again. Camera close on the framed photo of the Spencer Tower behind him, light flickering over his reflection. The restaurant is closed, chairs stacked. Deacon Sharp sits alone at the bar, nursing coffee. The door swings open. Luna stands in the doorway, pale but composed. Deacon. Luna. Hey. You okay? You look. Luna, cuts in. Do you know a woman named Mara Lee? Deacon. Where did you hear that name? Luna. She told me you'd recognize it. Deacon's face drains of color. He sets the cup down carefully. Deacon. She's still alive? Luna. She says she's my mother. Deacon. Luna. I didn't know. Luna. Didn't know, or didn't care. Deacon. I swear. I thought she left the city. I was told she. He trails off, ashamed. Luna. You never tried to find her. Deacon. I was young and stupid. Spencer threatened to bury me if I talked. Luna. Bill Spencer. Deacon nods once. Deacon. He was just starting out, but even then he was powerful. He covered up everything to protect the company. Luna's expression hardens. She turns toward the door. Deacon. Where are you going? Luna. To find out what else Bill Spencer buried. The city lights glitter outside. Bill stands at his desk, studying an old case file spread open, mug shots, faded contracts, court transcripts. The name Mara Lee appears in every column. The elevator dings. Luna strides in, determination radiating from her. Bill. Luna. I was expecting you. Luna. You always are, aren't you? Bill. You've had quite a day. Sit down. Luna. No. I want answers. Bill gestures toward the open folder. Bill. Then start reading. She steps closer, eyes scanning the file, her mother's name, a line marked Spencer Apparel Division, counterfeit scandal, resolved quietly. Luna. You knew her. Bill. I knew of her. My legal team handled it before I took over. The entire division was buried, swept out like lint. Luna. She went to prison for it. Bill. So you met her. Luna's glare answers for her. Bill. Let me guess, she told you I ruined her life. Luna. She told me the truth. You and Deacon Sharp protected your company and left her behind. Bill. That's a nice story. Doesn't make it true. Luna. Then prove it. Bill moves around the desk, his tone soft but pointed. Bill. You think I enjoy cleaning up old ghosts? Every file like this is another reminder of what power costs. Luna. So that's your excuse? Collateral damage? Bill. You want to talk collateral? I've seen people destroy themselves for less than what Mara Lee did. Luna. She didn't destroy herself. You did. The words hang in the air. Bill studies her, admiration, anger, and something paternal flickering behind his eyes. Bill. You really are your mother's daughter. Luna. That's the first honest thing you've said tonight. She turns for the door. Bill's voice stops her. Bill. If you go digging into this, you're going to find things you can't unsee. Luna, without turning. Maybe it's time someone finally did. RJ waits by the drafting table, pacing. The lights are low, a sketch of a new dress half finished beside him. Luna enters quietly. RJ. You talked to Deacon. Luna, nods. And Bill. RJ. And? Luna. They both think they're protecting me. But what they're really protecting is their past. She sets the photo of her mother on the table beside the sketchpad. Luna. This woman, Mara Lee, spent half her life locked away because of people like them. And I'm supposed to smile and design dresses? RJ. You're supposed to live your life. Luna. How can I, when I don't even know where it started? RJ steps closer, taking her hands. RJ. Then let me help you find out. She looks up at him, her expression softening, a fragile hope breaking through the storm. Luna. You really mean that? RJ. Every word. They hold each other, not in passion, but in solidarity. Bill sits alone again, the office dark except for the glow of his computer monitor. The old case file is still open. He scrolls to a scanned document marked Confidential, Paternity Disclosure. The header, subject, Infant Female, Nozawa, Mara Lee, date of birth, redacted. Bill's jaw tightens. Bill, muttering. What did you do, Deacon? He picks up the phone. Bill. Wyatt, it's your father. Pull every file we have on Deacon Sharp, from the year 2000 onward. No questions. He hangs up, exhales, eyes narrowing. Bill, to himself. If she really is who Mara says she is, this isn't just family drama. It's a scandal 20 years in the making. Mara sits at the table again, alone. The lights flicker to half power for lockdown. The guard walks past, her hand slips into her sleeve, pulling out a folded piece of paper. She unfolds it, an old Spencer Enterprises letterhead, with a single line handwritten across it. They're looking for you. It's time. She smiles faintly, part fear, part satisfaction. Mara, whispers. Then let them find me. Luna sketches feverishly, half in tears, half in determination. RJ watches silently. Luna. I keep thinking, maybe I was meant to end up here. To make something beautiful out of everything they tried to hide. RJ puts a hand on her shoulder. RJ. Then make it count. Make it louder than their lies. Camera close on the sketch, a gown shaped like a phoenix, flames turning into silk. Bill pours a glass of bourbon, staring at the window reflection, his own face laid over Luna's photo on his desk. Bill. Who are you really, Luna Nozawa? Behind him, the elevator opens silently. Deacon steps out, his expression grim. Deacon. We need to talk. Bill, without turning. About Mara Lee, or the daughter you never claimed. Deacon freezes. Bill turns, eyes cold, the glass of bourbon glinting between them. Bill. I know everything. Thunder rumbles faintly outside. The city lights flicker like lightning. The same spot from Luna's earlier dreams. She stands under the silver moonlight, holding her sketchbook against her chest. The wind stirs her hair as she whispers to herself. Luna. If truth is a prison, I guess I've been behind bars all along. She looks toward the horizon, the faint glimmer of the Spencer Tower visible miles away. Luna. Not anymore. Bill and Deacon stand inches apart, the weight of years between them. Deacon. You don't understand, Bill. I didn't know she survived the scandal. I didn't know Luna. Bill. Save it. Because now the truth's out, and that girl's going to tear this city in half finding what we buried. Deacon's eyes narrow. Deacon. Then maybe she should. They lock eyes, old rivals now forced into uneasy alliance or ruin. Bill, low. This isn't over. Deacon. It's never over with you.